Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Sammy Lega here representing TeamJVS. Here you guys a review for a movie called Maria. This is about Maria Callas, which is one of the greatest opera singers ever. And this is about the latter years in her life and the struggle she's having to not only refine her voice again, but also refine what it is that makes her herself. This was directed by Pablo Larraín. Stephen Knight wrote it, and the amazing Angelina Jolie stars as Maria Callas. This has also got a slew of amazing actors and actresses. The setting takes place in the 1970s. It goes all the way back to like 1940s in our earlier years as well. The thing I'll say about this film, this is filmed amazingly. The cinematography is not just immaculate. Whenever there's like sequences of the past where they're very vibrant and illuminate, you feel so much because you see her at her best. The sequences are just well shot in the sense that you kind of get a peek into her at her best. And I think the thing about that is when they transition to the scenes that are present day, whether they're black and white or whether they're moments where she's dealing with certain circumstances without spoiling too much, it still is very visceral because the camera itself is just continuously moving. It's progressing. It's always constantly moving forward. And I think that the character in and of herself is such a strong character, even in spite of certain tragedies she befalls, certain like things that are kind of holding her back, medical things that she just really is just enduring. I think the thing about it, you never feel at any moment that this is a underdog story. Like this is more so like she's one of the strongest individuals that's in the room at any given time, even when she's being brash, even when she's being rude. The thing that I think that I identify with is just her strength and her endurance and her willingness to be able to be uncompromising. And I think that that's such an enduring gesture. And I think that this is one of Angelina Jolie's best performances. This is an Oscar-worthy performance, in my opinion. Now, Pablo, if you don't know, he also directed Spencer and Jackie. And so this kind of feels like, this amazing ability to tell a story about amazing women, even in their worst times. But I think that this, unlike Jackie and Spencer, doesn't feel like a story of defeat. It is very, in my opinion, very positive. Like it reinforces so much more. And I think that they do that by the relationships around Maria. Like there is a maid and a butler that, she kind of is like really callous to and really rude to. The actor and actress that play them, they do such a great job of being this beacon of light and hope, and at the same exact time struggle that she's going through because they're dealing with the same thing we as the audience are dealing with. But it shows levels of humanity and who she is, and even down to when they show like her relationships, like the love of her life, and at the same exact time, the tragedy of her life and her mother, how much she needs her, and then also the tragedy behind that. There's so many different levels to what makes her Maria, the amazing woman outside of the amazing opera singer, that I think that Pablo invokes these great feats of emotion while at the same exact time breaking ground with storytelling and breaking ground with how you can be able to tell a story but also invoke a different emotion all at the same exact time and make it feel simplistic and at the same exact time seamless. The other thing that I'll say is that the music, Angelina Jolie, from what I'm understanding, sung every single song. Now, there are times where they sampled and they mixed certain moments with the actual Maria Callas, where there's times where it's 50-50, sometimes it's less than that, maybe like 20%. But every single moment that you see Angelina Jolie giving it her all and singing in the performances and the cadence and every time you see her having to hit a certain level or pitch, she had to understand that. She had to undertake that and actually do it. And she's never really gone to those lengths as far as singing before. And to witness it and to see it is a whole different level. You'll understand once you actually see it. But it is something to watch. And this is one of the best performances this year. Definitely one of the more engaging of the three films that I think Pablo has actually executed. And yeah, I think you should definitely go and check it out. I rested at an 8 out of 10. Definitely go and check out Maria. It will be on Netflix eventually, but it will be coming out December the 15th or the 13th. I apologize for getting that date wrong. It's actually the December the 11th. But the only other thing that I was going to add to this is that when you watch it, I think that there are going to be moments where you're going to be crying. There are going to be moments where you are in awe. But then there's going to be moments where you generally are just going to smile and feel at times where it's like, I don't know how to feel. And I think that that is how Maria, throughout the course of this story, kind of goes through. Like, she's going through so many different changes and also so many different sacrifices. And when you understand the levels of sacrifice, you will truly value the way they handle in this story in so many different levels. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell button. Thank you again for New York Film Festival allowing us to be able to go and check it out and cover it as well as Netflix. Peace, people.